A lot of our problems exist as probabilities in the future. And I think it is important for us to become aware of that because this is the cause of a lot of people's suffering and is a huge energetic leak. When, as somebody that has good pattern recognition, I recognize that there are certain steps that we're doing in the present moment that can certainly point us towards what can happen in the future. It is, for example, an example that is coming to mind is that, right, you think about punching a wall, right? You would think, like, yeah, I'm going to use my hand and I'm going to use my fist and I'm going to punch the wall and then I'm going to get hurt. So, like, you know that by hitting a wall, most likely you're going to hurt your knuckles. And yes, I say that because um I say that because there is this pervasive program in the world which or the behavior that we often do as humans that that lets us think that when we overthink and we think about and we think about and we think about again future probabilities, that by thinking about the probabilities, it's just going to make it better because we're going to be better prepared about what if the bad thing happens. But um, when you look at the future and when you look at things, there's always, I think, a 50-50% chance of something occurring. And a lot of times when we bring it into our awareness, I think it is important for us to ask ourselves, am I bringing this into my awareness because my intuition is telling me that I have to look at it and maybe potentially prepare for what's to happen, or is this in my awareness because of fear? And I think it is important to know that just because you think that just because you that just because there's a future probability, that does not mean is not going that does not mean it's going to happen. And I think a better approach to when we um, become hyperfixated on a future probability that we don't want, that is not favorable to us, I think it is important for us to, okay, look at it and then come back to the present moment and say, what can I do to, what can I do? Well, what probability do I want an outcome? Like, what is the outcome of the future that I want? And then you put the focus into that outcome. And because where our attention goes, our energy flows. And the more attention that we give to the probability or to the outcome that we don't want to happen, we are spending energy. And the way that we're spending energy is by spending awareness, which is also energy, into that probability instead of putting focus on the probability that we want or the future that we want. For example, um, you want to lose weight. Instead of thinking, I want to lose weight, I think a better question to ask is, why do I want to lose weight? Do I want to lose weight because of health? Do I want to lose weight because I want to look good or look um, more to societal standards? And instead of saying, I want to lose weight, you put your focus into, I want to be healthy. And when you start putting your awareness and your attention to, I want to be healthy, Then it goes from looking at the problem to put an intention into the favorable outcome that you want. And this I didn't know, like, this is key into anything that you want to do in life. So today I just wanted to share this good nugget, um because yeah, I thought it was like something good to share. So thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.